Everyone is telling you to future-proof your career for artificial intelligence, but a newly leaked roadmap changes everything. A bigger technology is set to collide with AI by 2028, and it will make today's supercomputers look like pocket calculators. The skills you are building right now are for the AI era, but they have an expiration date. Every few years, something comes along that changes what is actually possible. The internet didn't make libraries faster, it made them irrelevant. AI didn't make search engines better, it created a completely different way of finding answers.
Now we have something coming that does the exact same thing to computation itself.
Right now, the entire corporate tech world is hypnotized by AI.
But while we were all staring at large language models, a team of scientists quietly solved a problem the entire quantum computing industry called impossible.
Engaging primary matrix now. Power levels are green.
They have unlocked a fundamental shift in hardware that is about to accelerate the quantum revolution by a decade.
If you wait until it makes mainstream news, your business and enterprise strategy will be entirely too late. A Nobel Prize winner for physics publicly declared we are looking at a realistic 5 to 10-year timeline for massive quantum shifts. That Nobel laureate discovered that an electron can actually tunnel through a macroscopic electrical circuit,
proving that quantum mechanics doesn't just live inside tiny atoms, but can be engineered into machines. And the industry is moving incredibly fast to scale those machines.
For years, the primary bottleneck in quantum computing has been decoherence. Maintaining quantum information is like balancing a marble on the tip of a needle in an earthquake. Any tiny disturbance from temperature or electromagnetic radiation causes the delicate quantum state to collapse instantly. Because of this, scaling up meant sacrificing quality. Adding more qubits simply created more noise. But that entire assumption was just flipped on its head. Caltech physicists recently built a neutral atom quantum processor with a staggering 6,100 qubits, the largest array ever assembled. They used 12,000 optical tweezers to hold atoms in superposition for about 13 seconds, nearly 10 times longer than previous records. Even more importantly, they proved that qubits could be physically moved across the array while maintaining their quantum state. Scaling a quantum computer is no longer blocked by the laws of physics, it is simply an engineering problem.
A team of researchers between Delft University of Technology and the Madrid Institute of Material Science published a landmark paper. They successfully read the quantum state of a Majorana qubit for the very first time. Topological qubits that spread information across linked quantum states.
The lead researchers describe them as safe boxes for quantum information. Their distributed nature gives built-in natural protection against environmental noise. This means the death of the fragile qubit. Researchers developed a global probe technique called quantum capacitance, sensing the overall state of the entire system at once. This allowed them to verify the topological quantum computing model actually works in reality, not just in simulations. With built-in safe boxes, you need dramatically fewer physical qubits for error correction, freeing power for real-world calculations. Google recently demonstrated their Willow Chip, 105 qubits, achieving exponential error reduction. Each increase in size roughly halved the error rate, meaning they finally entered the below-threshold regime.
For decades, that threshold was the massive wall blocking progress, and crossing it changes everything. Willow completed a benchmark in under 5 minutes that would take a leading classical supercomputer around 10 septillion years to finish. An advanced AI system called Grok 3 was given access to thousands of pages of research, patent filings, and technical documentation. The AI cross-referenced all of Google's public announcements and hiring patterns to find connections that human analysts completely missed. What the AI discovered paints a picture of a massive, imminent architectural shift.
Google has been aggressively recruiting the world's leading experts in topological qubits and building specialized cooling facilities approaching absolute zero. Google is converging on a completely new architecture, a highly stable hybrid quantum processor with adaptive, real-time error correction. Instead of waiting for errors to accumulate, the quantum computer continuously monitors and fixes its own microscopic errors before they compound. That is a total game changer for enterprise computing. This quantum processor can solve problems that would take a classical computer longer than the age of the universe. But with quantum, these can be cracked in seconds. Google just issued a severe warning. Quantum computers could start breaking through complex encryption much sooner than anyone expected.
The most widely used encryption techniques securing banking, private company data, and cryptocurrencies are designed to stop classical computers, not quantum machines. Hackers are already hoarding massive amounts of your encrypted data today in what is called a store now, decrypt later attack. They are simply waiting for a machine powerful enough to break the encryption.
The threat model estimates that cracking cryptocurrency encryption takes 20 times less quantum computing power than the industry originally thought. Post-Quant Labs and US Treasury talks about exact issue. The financial fallout from compromised crypto ledgers would be massive. So what do corporate professionals do right now? You immediately start adopting post-quantum cryptography, PQC. Signal was the first mainstream messenger to adopt post-quantum cryptography to protect user data back in 2023. And Apple recently brought post-quantum cryptography to iMessage.
You need to transition your private corporate communications and digital assets to platforms already implementing quantum-safe algorithms. The models training generative AI are hitting a severe power grid bottleneck. The energy required to push classical machine learning is becoming unsustainable. Quantum is the only energy-efficient way out of this AI compute crisis. We are entering a phase where these two exponential curves, AI and quantum computing, are going to physically collide.
We are moving toward quantum machine learning, processing extremely large datasets exponentially faster for complex optimization challenges. Supply chain logistics, finance portfolio management, and drug discovery. Quantum-powered AI will solve what classical hardware literally cannot compute. Most professionals imagine their company will eventually buy a quantum computer for their data center. But that is not how this revolution works.
We are entering the invisible quantum era. Your enterprise will likely never actually own a quantum computer. Your traditional corporate machines and standard AI models will quietly and automatically route the hardest mathematical tasks to quantum nodes in the cloud. Problems like advanced material science or massive financial modeling routed to quantum nodes, completely invisible to the end user.
The entire process will change everything we know about computational power, but remain completely invisible to the end user. The ultimate takeaway for corporate professionals: do not panic, but do become what the Nobel laureate called a definite optimist.
A definite optimist figures out exactly what to build to make the future useful. Start auditing your company's digital security for post-quantum readiness immediately. Review your encryption standards and begin migrating to post-quantum cryptography today. Position your career and business operations at the intersection of AI integration and hybrid cloud computing.
The compliance metrics are aligning perfectly with our quantum strategy.
The businesses that win the next decade will not just be the ones that adopted AI early. The true first movers will understand this hybrid convergence, prepare their security, and build their operations to ride the wave. Before the rest of the world even realizes, the quantum timeline just got broken. This single discovery, an electron tunneling through a macroscopic circuit, proved quantum mechanics can be engineered into machines. Caltech, Delft, Google. 3 independent breakthroughs confirming the same unstoppable trend. 12,000 optical tweezers holding atoms in superposition for 13 seconds, 10 times longer than ever achieved before. Topological qubits don't just store information, they protect it through the laws of topology itself. Quantum capacitance. The technique that finally lets scientists read a topological qubit without destroying it. Where conventional qubits collapse under pressure, topological qubits hold their ground. 5 minutes versus 10 septillion years. That is the Willow Chip advantage, and it is only the beginning. AI cross-referencing patents and hiring patterns exposed what human analysts missed. Google is building something massive. Google's new cooling facilities approach absolute zero, purpose-built for a completely new quantum architecture. Adaptive real-time error correction means the machine heals itself, continuously, automatically, invisibly. Coherence times measured in seconds instead of microseconds, unlocking computational power beyond imagination. Every encrypted financial system on Earth is potentially exposed. The store now, decrypt later attack is already underway.
Hackers are not waiting, they are collecting your encrypted data right now, banking on future quantum decryption. Post-quantum cryptography is not optional. It is the only shield that will hold in a post-quantum world. Companies that migrate to quantum-safe encryption today will be protected. Those that wait will be exposed. Quantum-powered AI won't just be faster, it will solve problems that classical AI architectures can never reach. The energy math is simple. Quantum is the only sustainable path forward for AI at scale. The hybrid era is not a transition, it is a permanent new architecture that will define enterprise computing for decades. The professionals who thrive will be the ones who understand both sides, classical AI and quantum hybrid systems. Audit your security, migrate your encryption, build for hybrid. These are the 3 moves that define your quantum readiness.
The quantum timeline just broke open. The wave is already moving. The only question is whether you are ready to ride it or swept away by it.
Hey, before you go, you enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Helps the channel more than you think. And drop a comment below. Tell me what you want to see next. Stick around. Your next video is waiting for you right here.